For the six, everybody, welcome to the channel. First of all, I want to say thank you. For real, my god, last video, 10k views in like 3 days. That's insane. Y'all almost sent me straight to the ether with that one, taking a Ethereum crystal. Mind you, look, I am very excited to be covering this topic today. Been a long time coming, seriously long. But be my guest, take some stamina up, thank you very much. Now look, every single Call of Duty, every single year with zombies, there is so much that the community wants changed. And for a while, it was looking scary. It was looking like we were just kind of ultimately moving in a negative direction when it came to the game development cycles, the studios, zombies, the story as a whole. I think this year is much different. At the end of the day, let's be honest here. Look, we are all critics. We really are. We all got things we want back in zombies, taken away. You get the deal. But I will say, my particular suggestions for the future of zombies do lie in an atmospherical direction, if you know what I mean. And look, I'm going to jump into that later, but I honestly believe Black Ops 6 had a great year. Guys, this is round one. Welcome. First, I'd like to start with gameplay mechanics, especially taking a look at Treyarch's previous iteration of zombies, Cold War. Well, they're a lot similar, but there's a lot that has changed as well. Let's just start with armor. I'm not trying to act like a full genius here, all right? I understand, that armor has changed since Cold War to Black Ops 6, but if you're starting with Black Ops 6, in Cold War we had to go to a machine. To refill our armor, we couldn't just plate up, although that would be nice, and that's exactly what happened. Now look, a lot of people didn't even like the armor system as a whole. I would say it even got better reception in Call of Duty World War II Zombies. Back in 2017, taking a Ethereum crystal. I was one of those people. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you here. I was one of those people that didn't really like armor, but I must say, I think it's a good choice now. And let me explain. You see, Zombies is a different mode than multiplayer. It's a different mode than campaign. It requires us to do certain things with our controller or with our keyboard, our mouse, or I'm sure they build other things you can play games on, but I can't name them all. I like that sometimes I can do a little thing with my hands with the controller to benefit myself in the game. I like when I have to hold Y sometimes when I'm sprinting to reshield. And although it's not the nature of zombies, Call of Duty has always kind of been, in a gameplay mechanic style, a reflection of Call of Duty as a whole. And right now, I would say the way Call of Duty plays, if you take Warzone, multiplayer, campaign, everything like that, you put it into one, it's gonna have shields somewhere. And although I would prefer buildables like we had back in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, I don't think that this is such a big deal that some people are making it out to be. And I will say that is definitely an improvement that we have had since Cold War. And you may say, well, look, on the contrary, it's kind of just there for the people coming from Warzone. They're going to need similar mechanics to play with. And I get that, modern zombies sometimes feel like it's catered more toward Warzone players than it is hardcore zombies fans. But I will say this, for a healthy mode to be sustainable, they need long-term player counts. And I think this is very interesting. Follow me for a second. Before Warzone, you had so many people in multiplayer, okay? Then Warzone comes along, and it takes some of those multiplayer, oriented players and makes them play a completely different mode. Even takes people that played PUBG or Fortnite and brought them over to Call of Duty, okay? So now we have those people in Warzone. Then what happened? Warzone kind of split to DMZ for a little bit, and then DMZ ended, and then we had Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. What happened there? A lot of Warzone players, previous multiplayer players, came over to Zombies. And now we're in Black Ops 6, and it looks to be having the same effect. Those previous multiplayer and Warzone players are now favoring Zombies, okay? Zombies is doing well right now. It really is. And I'm going to talk about that later, because some people are saying, oh, this and that and what. Look, Zombies is freaking insane, and it still is. I was playing Black Ops 2 a second ago, okay? People are playing on all of these games all the time, me included, and hopefully you as well. But I think it's ultimately a good thing and a small price we have to pay right now to maybe have this mode afloat. I'm sure it would be there without it, but who's to say that Zombies still can't change in the future? What if Call of Duty 2025 doesn't even have shields? It doesn't even have any of that. Remember Black Ops 4? Imagine if they kept going with that perk system. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. I will say this. I would love for a return of barriers. And I'll probably make a video on that because I have some really good evidence as to why I believe barriers are returning. It's kind of weird, but I just think that chef's kiss on the atmosphere for zombies, barriers. When I think of zombies, it's hard for me not to think of barriers. But all in all, there has been so many improvements over the past, 4 years of zombies iterations. And during the Vanguard and Modern Warfare 3 life cycle, a lot of people were scared that we were just losing that flavor. And I think Treyarch has come in and done a fantastic job this year. I really do. I think everyone is kind of like starting to realize what makes Zombies. It's round 2, everybody. Go and take some speed cola. Thank you very much. Honestly, probably my favorite part of the video, the atmospheres. Thank God, dude. I was scared so much, okay? Before Black Ops 6 launched, even before we got teasers for Terminus and Liberty Falls, that Cold War didn't seem to be moving in a very positive direction when it came to atmosphere. It really didn't, and we've totally improved since, and my faith has been restored, and I hope yours has as well. Sure, we may have a long time to go to get to where we are in our heads, right? But good things take time, okay? Pressure makes gold. I see Treyarch this year in Black Ops 6 really taking advantage of unique locations, taking Ethereum Crystal, Citadel, all right? A prison island in the middle of the Japanese Sea, even a West Virginian town, which to a lot of people isn't crazy. To us outside of the States, I mean, there's a lot there that resembles America and kind of like Americana, so I think that's cool. The bowling alley. I mean, I know they got bowling alleys all over the world. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. Bowling feels pretty American. Let me know if you play overseas. But one of the biggest complaints we had during Cold War is that every place we seemed to go was just kind of turned into a military facility, okay? And that's not the case anymore. Guys, we've escaped that officially, thank God. Also, one very, very, very important thing that I love in every single Zombies game, and that very much really packs in that atmosphere. Okay, you know what it is? The soundtrack, the music, the round start themes, the game over songs, you name it. Anything melodical. I think our round start themes have been absolutely killer. One of my favorite round start themes of all time, this is freaking crazy. I love that. But even more into that category, the map-specific soundtracks. If you guys aren't aware, on Spotify and Apple Music, I believe, Brian Toohey, James McCauley, and Kevin Sherwood, along with a few other artists, work on the Zombie soundtrack and release it on those platforms. This is a big deal. These are very unique. They always have been for Zombies, and it's honestly shaped the way I think about music, which I think is pretty awesome. If you guys don't know, I actually make the soundtrack for all of my videos. All the music you're hearing is covers of either Lullaby of a Dead Man, Damned, or just original ambient tracks that I make myself. So I can really, really appreciate when I find good music in video games that really seem to encapsulate the atmosphere that they're trying to get through. You see, back in FireBaseZ, I fell in love with one of the generator themes. It could have been AAC, I think they changed. Long story short, I come to find out that that soundtrack is actually pulled from the campaign in Cold War, and although I love that soundtrack and still listen to it religiously, it gives me an extra special feeling when I know that it's created just for Zombies. And look, I know we had one map, Maldertoten, fantastic map, that had an Easter egg song, Amoeba, great punk song from like the freaking 80s, amazing, I love that. But it wasn't created by Kevin Sherwood. And a lot of people were like, oh no, is there something going on? Are we not gonna get like exclusive tracks for maps anymore? No, they came out swinging, okay, for Black Ops 6. I mean, my favorite Easter egg song, Liberty Falls. Destroy Something Beautiful. That song literally makes me tear up if I have enough caffeine. Another thing that I think is very interesting to point out is the story. Now, although I've been engaged behind the scenes for Modern Warfare 3 and Vanguard, I did enjoy those stories a lot. But those stories actually didn't have much potential for like catastrophic, huge timeline-changing events like we saw in the Ether story. This Black Ops 6 story really does seem to. The fact that we have Chaos mentioned and pretty much almost coming back at this point. I mean, we got Alistair Rhodes back. That's insane. The Chaos story in those maps, Dead of the Night, Ancient Evil 9, Voyage of Despair, those were such good maps. In my opinion, I think they looked absolutely beautiful. Some of the best that Black Ops 4 Zombies had to offer. It was just the gameplay style. Like, I get that. I get why a lot of people didn't really like that one, but my God, I thought the story was really cool too. And the fact that we may get a final ending to see what happened to Scarlet and all them, could only hope for the best. But you see, what this story this year has given me above all else we've had recently, even Cold War, is the potential for insane speculation. Okay, before Terminus and Liberty's Easter egg were solved, before the game came out, I made a video talking about how, hey, look at Black Ops 4. See these crystals everywhere on Ancient Evil? They look like red dark ether crystals from Vanguard. Guess what? It came true. We were correct. And I feel really good about it. And I'm glad that that happened because I'm like, that was just an insane guess off rip. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it came true means on honestly, anything's possible at this point. And what's more fun in zombies than just speculating, chilling with your friends, and having a good time? Okay, that's what keeps the mind going. At the end of the day, low-key for this storyline, what I would really hope is the fact that we see Richthofen sooner than the last map. I know that was the case in Cold War, and now that we're having that voice actor situation, it scares me a little. I think we'll see him before. We have to. They can't do that 2 games in a row. Not in a row, but you know what I'm saying. Treyarch titles. Guys, it's round 3. You've made it. Congratulations. Look, one of my favorite parts of making these videos is just hearing what you have to say down in the comments below. Because you know I always love to continue the conversation and see what we're thinking. Take an Ethereum crystal. The community this year has been insane. If you guys don't know, I jumped into actually making zombies videos. Sure, I did some zombies videos back in 2017, but I was a little kid, and they're still here on the channel. But we've seen so many new creators come out of the well, we'll just say basement, but it could be anything, to talk about what we love so much. That love has been just shot up with a mutant injection, and now we're like, yes, zombies is insane. I feel it, you feel it too. And that's why we have more YouTubers now getting into the game than ever, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's the best thing that could happen to a community like this. And Black Ops 6 definitely is the reason. Okay, it definitely is, because look, my family, my friends, they all give it A+. They love the game, and zombies is better than it has been since arguably Black Ops 3. And I think it's got so much more room to grow, and we're gonna see that. It's going to be beautiful. I can't believe it. And it's not just us, the players, that feel this way. Apparently, no. Remember Kevin Drew talking up big game over at the Microsoft GameCon or something like that? I don't know the names of these events, okay? The community, the developers, the players have had more conversations this year, probably even pre-launch of Black Ops 6, than we have in almost the history of zombies. I know the Jason Blundell stuff with JC was just really cool, but I feel like we're working our way back to a point like that, if not already there and better, because the amount of information that we've gotten and the way that Kevin Drew talks about it, very excited, is great. That's a great sign. That means developers are having fun, okay? And when they're having fun, we get a good product. It's not all about the product, though. Actually, it is. There's just so much great things coming this year, okay? We are looking forward to a lot. Taking Ethereum Crystal. We're chilling. We're waiting for DLC 2. I know it's slow right now, but it's good to look back, I think, on times like this. That's why I'm making the video. But we're hanging out. We're having a good time. We're playing zombies a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're playing good zombies. And you know what? Sometimes right now, when I get bored with Citadel, Liberty Falls, Terminus, I'm going back and forth, you know how it is. I go back and I play Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1. I was playing Call of the Dead for a while the other night. Zombies is just always going to be great. We have such a large catalog, and we're continuing to build. That's amazing. That's a really good feeling. Be honest with me. Speaking of DLC 2, I am very excited, and if you've made it to this point in the video, congratulations. I'm doing a poll on my channel right now, asking your questions, theories, and opinions on what could be coming for our Origins remake. Could be Chaos inspired. We really truly don't know at this point, but I'd love to feature those comments in the video where I'm talking about it. Maybe give it a couple days, we'll see. I could pump it out tomorrow. I really don't know yet. Like I said, I'd love to feature your comments. Obviously all can't be picked, but you get the gist. Guys, I am super excited, and like I said, thank you so much. Guys, we've gained over 80 subs the past few days. That's insane. That makes me so happy. If this is one of your first videos and you actually made it to the end, hey, welcome to the channel, brother. And I believe at this point, it's only 18% of my subscribers have dung that bell. You know, to stay up to date with notifications on all future content. Can't believe we're already getting another COD this year. I mean, I can't believe that every single year. And I thought, why not take a look back? Let's see how the community is feeling about Black Ops 6 and how I am personally. Guys, I think it's going to be a great year. I just want to wish you a New Year's Eve and all your success. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Your support means the world. It truly does. Thank you very much.